So, Charly, did you play any beach volleyball?
I played in a couple leagues for the past few years. Before I moved to New York City, even before Orlando, I was living in Indianapolis, which is my hometown. So I played several years sand volleyball leagues during the summertime months and springtime months. Loved that. I'm still dying to play, so hopefully sooner or later I can find a sand volleyball league here in the city and get it going again.
Well, I know you told us you had the neck and the back spasms, and sort of that put an end to the gymnastics career. But even at a young age, because gymnasts are so young, were the Olympics, was that a goal for you?
Oh, of course. I mean, it's when I was growing up, the Magnificent Seven were like my idols. I had a signed poster of all of them in my bedroom. So, I mean, of course, the Olympics was something I would have, always dreamed to do. But unfortunately, my level of talent as far as gymnastics was concerned was not at the Olympic level. And just like I said, with all the injuries, there was no way that was happening. So, a broken dream, but I'll leave it up to the professionals.
And that's really cool. As we mentioned, at MotiveCBD, Gabby Douglas is involved. Have you ever interviewed her or met her?
No, I have never. I have not gotten to meet her in person yet, but I'm hoping through this partnership and this team that we've developed through Motive that I will be able to, because that would be incredible.
Indianapolis, Indiana. So Larry Bird or Reggie Miller?
Reggie Miller.
Have you been to an Indy 500?
Of course. I've covered the Indy 500. I've stood in the pit.
Oh.
I stood at Juan Pablo Montoya. I was right in his pit when he won the Indy 500 a few years ago, and it was unbelievable. I got amazing video. I was working for the local Fox station at the time, so I was there covering it all. I got to interview him after the race. Incredible experience.
And just how loud. I mean, when you're a fan in the stands, it's loud, but being in the pit.
You have to wear the big, what are they called? They're headphones, essentially, but they're like noise-canceling headphones. I mean, it's so loud. You'll bust an eardrum if you're not careful.
Also in Indianapolis, gal, so what did you think of Andrew Luck and the retirement announcement?
I was beside myself. Yeah, it was very unfortunate. I think he had such promise, such, he's just such a special athlete, and I just feel bad for him, He unfortunately got injured one too many times and took the joy out of the game for him. And, I'm hoping in a few years he might change his mind and maybe we'll see him back on the field. But, I mean, I understand. If your passion goes to something that feels more like a job, then you shouldn't have to do it anymore. And he was, like you said, it was just injury, rehab. It was a vicious cycle. So it's unfortunate. I was very upset to hear the news, but got to do what's best for you.
Well, I would think, too, as an entertainer and as an athlete, because you're an athlete and you continue to work out, that you can sort of resonate to some of what he's 100%. Feeling.
Yeah.
College for you was American University in Washington, D.C., which is an incredible place to be and an incredible university. How did that help you in your career?
Well, being in D.C. was great because obviously it's one of the news meccas of the world. So it was great. There was plenty of internship opportunities, no lack of things going on. I was a news reporter for the first few years of my career, so I was in the right place. I had access to all the best resources, some of the biggest talents in the world as my mentors, and it was just incredible. I love DC too. It's such a fun, vibrant city, and it's a place that you say Washington D.C. to anyone in the world, they know exactly where it is. So it was awesome. I loved American University, and I still have a lot of friends that I went to college with, and I really, obviously college is what you make of it, but they provided me such a great foundation for my career, and I'm very thankful.
Was there anyone at American University during your time that went on in the sports or entertainment world?
I'm not sure, at my specific time. You know what? That's not true. There was Jamie Erdahl. She was the year below me in American University. She works for CBS Sports. She does a lot of sideline stuff, very successful. Nick, while she wasn't there at the same time, she attended grad school at American University, and as you know, she's one of the most famous entertainment hosts in the world. So, there's been a lot of very successful people walking on that campus.
Did you know even in high school, or was it college, that this was the field you wanted to get into?
Yes, I've always known. I think I knew I wanted to work in television since, I want to say 7th grade was when I made my mind up about it, and I've never wavered. I can't even imagine doing anything else.
What has your mom meant to you?
My mom. Oh, she's my best friend. We're like sisters. So, I mean, anything important that happens in my life, she is undoubtedly by my side, like literally physically. Everything good that happens to me, she's usually there. Whether or not it's at the exact moment, I mean, when it comes to celebrating, she's always there, super supportive. I just moved into a new apartment a couple weeks ago. She helped me move. I mean, she's the best. I truly don't know what I would do without her.
And what did she think when you decided, okay, I'm going to get into sports entertainment, pro wrestling?
Well, it's funny because I could have never told you years ago that I would have ended up working for WWE. I mean, honestly, everyone says, what do you see yourself doing 5 years from now? Well, 5 years ago, never in my life would I have said I'd be working for WWE. Never. ESPN, 100%. That was always a goal of mine. I mean, it's much more traditional route, though. But yeah, WWE never would have imagined. But it's funny because when I was in like 6th grade, I think it was like 99, 2000, I was a huge fan of WWF. This was like at the height of the Attitude Era. And I was in 6th grade in middle school, and I used to go to cotillion class on Thursday nights. You'd learn your ballroom dancing, how to set a table, how to be a nice young lady, and then I would rush home and I would watch SmackDown on Thursday night, which, at that point in time was like super Jerry Springer-esque, like super raunchy, very risque. I mean, it was just such a dichotomy, cotillion to watching SmackDown, and my parents banned me from watching WWF because they said it was inappropriate. So I would go down to the basement and turn the TV on down there and watch, which they claimed that they knew what I was doing. But, so it's just funny, but I never could have told you I'd be working here now.
But see, all that came back. Well, it came back to help in the long run. So it really was good that you did that.
Absolutely. Good thing I broke the rules.
Yeah.
You used to break the rules.
And then a few more questions, and thank you so much. How did you get the opportunity with WWE?
So actually, it's funny because, it was early 2016, and I was unemployed, still living in Indianapolis. My contract had just expired at the Fox station that I had been working at. I did not renew with them because I knew I didn't want to stay there. I wanted to go on to either a regional or national network. So I was still job hunting, and my friend, and coincidentally, he's one of my close friends, Tony Khan, who now runs AEW, was in town for the NFL Combine. And during that same week, SmackDown was being taped in Indianapolis. So Tony asked me if I wanted to come with him to SmackDown because he knew that I had been a WWF fan back in the day. I get it. And he had backstage passes. So I said, sure, let's go. So we're backstage. He had some friends who worked with the company, and we were all just hanging out, and I saw Mark Carrano, who I recognized from the show Total Divas, the reality show. And I knew that he was in the talent department. So I approached Mark, and I said, I'm a sports broadcaster. I'm looking for a job. Would you mind taking a look at my reel? And he said, sure, why not? So he gave me his information. I emailed him. It took a couple times getting back and forth to each other, but eventually we connected. And he was like, I'm going to pass this on to Michael Cole. And Michael Cole really liked me. So they brought me in for an interview a few weeks later. And they really liked me, but they told me to go ahead and accept the job that I had already verbally, well, I didn't verbally accept it yet, but I had been interviewing in Washington, D.C.